everyone, this is Cindy with Cindy Reads. I am back to share a Book of the Month haul. So, Book of the Month, the first book I think you can get for $10, or I think if I send you a link, you might be able to get the first book for $5. I'm not sure how exactly, but if you happen to subscribe with me, I get like a free book, and then you get the first book for either $5 or $10. I can't remember exactly what it was. But, every month you get a selection of books. It used to be 5 books, and you get to select one that you'd want. This month it was 7. If you don't like any of the books, then you just save your credit for the next month. Super simple. You also can buy past Book of the Month selections, and they also have sometimes extra picks of books that they've selected, and they have sort of different books. And it's the reason why I joined Book of the Month, because I find myself getting very stagnant in what I read. I mean, I do like what I like, but I think it's good to read other things too. I mean, expand my horizons. I could be so surprised. And I know that I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I did not buy as a Book of the Month, but it was a Book of the Month selection. And I absolutely love that book. So good. So I kind of hoping for that. And I do tend to pick the romance picks. If there aren't a romance pick, then I usually go for the mystery and suspense. The book this month that I might have gotten, The Paris Apartment, I actually have picked up somewhere else. So that's going to show up in a haul. So I didn't pick that for this month. I'll show you what I did pick. So for last month, and you can skip. Like I said, you can skip months. And I did skip a few months because I was sick, and then I didn't really care for the books. So they come in this package. So it's kind of like once you pick your first book and you get your first book, it's a pretty good deal. Then every month you get a credit, and they charge your account $15.95. And that includes shipping, which is a pretty good deal for a hardback new book. And if you want a second book, I think the second book is $11.95. So also very good book. Very good deal, I think, for books. Especially it's a hardbound, really nice new book. Because paperbacks nowadays cost more than that. So it is a good deal if you like reading. If you decide you don't want the selection, like I said, you can go ahead and skip. You can cancel anytime. So it's a pretty good deal. I have skipped before. So there's no harm in that at all. But let me show you what I got for February and then what I got for March. So for February, and it, of course, does come in this month. You get a bookmark, which I do use the bookmarks, and they get beat to heck. So I picked 2 romances. I didn't care for the selections. They didn't really have a very clear suspense, and I don't always love the marriage trouble suspense ones. So that was kind of the suspense that they had last month. So it wasn't my deal. But I did buy 2 books that were past selections. I bought this one, which is Head Over Heels, and I believe this is a sports romance. I want to say she's a swimmer. Oh no, she's gymnastics. So she's a gymnastics person, and she ends her career on a bad note. Her best friend and teammates went on to the Olympics. I think she did really well, and she ended up marrying their coach. So she broke up with her boyfriend, and so now she returns back to her old hometown, where her old friend is now a coach, and asks her if she can help train a promising new athlete. So, of course, sparks fly. So this one sounds really good. I'm actually excited about this one. I don't read a lot of sports romances. I did read Cheat Sheet, I think last month. So, but I'll go over that when I talk about the books I've read. I'm kind of behind on everything, but that one sounds really good. And then I actually bought 2 books. So the next one I bought was The Heiress Gets a Duke. And I have seen some reviews of the series, and people seem to really like it. So I'm excited about reading this one. She's an American heiress. And so I guess she is sort of a blue stocking and doesn't appear to be able to her parents think she's not going to probably make a good match. So they offer her sister up as sort of a match, for somebody. And so the main character refuses to do that, and she decides that she's going to try to find somebody instead so that they won't marry off her sister. So anyway, and so the books is a series, and it's about the 3 sisters, I believe. It's called The Gilded Age Heiresses. So I'm excited about that. It's by Harper St. George. And then my latest one, which I have not even opened. I'm going to open it right here. It's not going to work. I need some scissors that are going to work for me. So I'm going to open up my newest one for March. And so March was the first month that they offered up 7 choices. So I think that was pretty awesome. We have more books to choose from. I just hope that the choices are good ones. And so, of course, you get the bookmark, which I do use. And then the one that I got is Dating Dr. Dill. So, Dating Dr. Dill. So, I think this one is, let's see. So, I think this is like fake dating. So, he's a doctor and he wants more donations for his clinic. So he needs to look like he's like a stable guy. So he's looking for somebody to pretend to be his girlfriend. And she is looking for somebody to fake engage with him because she's promised her father that he will give her late mother's home, I think it is. If she gets engaged in the next 4 months or something like that. So I think it's kind of cute, and it's the whole idea about arranged matches and, do they work, do they don't work? And so I'm kind of excited about that. Got some good reviews. The other book that she wrote, I forget what the other book is that she wrote. She wrote something else that was very popular. So I'm excited about that. It's called Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. And so I finally downloaded the Book of the Month app. So, and I did go ahead and get a second account. I know a lot of people who do it. I ended up doing it. So I actually have another book that is going to be coming for the month of March. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy with Cindy Reads.